A high school lacrosse star is dead after what police say started as a late-night game of ding-dong ditch. The group of teenagers had been recording the stunt for TikTok when the homeowner mistook their game for a break-in. What was supposed to be a joke quickly turned deadly.
Welcome back, Post-Pollock viewers. This is Dave Epstein on behalf of the Post-Pollock Law Firm, here today to talk to you about pranks. It's a little bit of a twist. We're not looking at pranks, but one theme we've touched upon is what can go wrong with these pranks. This is an unfortunate story of how very, very wrong they can go. Let's just watch the tape here.
It was a prank that went terribly wrong. A high school lacrosse star is dead after what police say started as a late-night game of ding-dong ditch, the familiar prank where teens ring a doorbell and run away. According to investigators, the group of teenagers had been recording the stunt for TikTok when the homeowner mistook their game for a break-in. What was supposed to be a joke quickly turned deadly. Authorities say one teen is dead, another injured, and now the homeowner is behind bars, charged with murder. I'm Kennedy Walker, and I'll walk you through the details. Michael Bosworth Jr. had his whole life ahead of him. A senior at Massaponax High School in Virginia and a standout athlete, the 18-year-old was just weeks away from graduating. But instead of celebrating his diploma, his family is now preparing to lay him to rest. According to the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office, Bosworth was shot and killed early Saturday morning while attempting to film a TikTok prank. Deputies say the incident unfolded around 3 a.m. on May 3rd when a 911 call came in reporting that 3 individuals were allegedly trying to break into a home by kicking in the back door. The homeowner, identified as 27-year-old Tyler Butler, told investigators he believed he was being robbed. Butler allegedly opened fire on the teens, killing Bosworth and grazing another. In the immediate aftermath, Butler was not arrested. He told investigators he believed he was being robbed in the middle of the night and fired in self-defense. Under Virginia law, homeowners are not required to retreat if they believe they are facing an imminent threat, a legal protection more commonly known as stand your ground or no retreat law. The statute can give individuals the right to use force, including deadly force, if they reasonably fear for their safety. But that changed when police spoke with the 2 surviving teens. According to court documents obtained by 7 News, the teenagers told authorities they weren't attempting to break in or steal anything. Instead, they said they were taking part in a prank, Ding Dong Ditch, where they would ring doorbells and run away in hopes of the resident answering the door with no one there. The teens reportedly admitted to police that they had already filmed themselves pulling the prank at several homes that night and were planning to post the footage on TikTok as part of a social media trend. But when they knocked on Tyler Butler's door, the prank took a deadly turn. According to their statements, after ringing the bell, they ran to hide and were struck by bullets and met with gunfire. Both Michael Bosworth Jr. and one of his friends were shot. The third teen wasn't harmed. Bosworth was rushed to Mary Washington Hospital, but later died. The second teen was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Tyler Butler was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and 2 counts of use of a firearm in the commission of a felony.
Okay, folks, that was a very sad story. I guess the thing you learn is if you live in a stand your grounds, don't play ding-dong ditch because somebody may come out shooting. Now, stand your ground, some people consider it controversial, some don't. I think people take it too far sometimes, but even in a stand your ground state, if the doorbell rang and these kids were just running away, the argument or the justification for doing that, saying, oh, I thought they were burglars. Burglars don't ring your doorbell and run away. Now, I assume these kids, because they were videotaping it for their TikTok, they videotaped what happened. So they probably have some of it on videotape, and the police officers probably, after when they responded, looked at the tape and said, no, he was really in no danger, and it's really a question of reasonableness. Did he have a reasonable belief that he might be in danger? He may have been ticked off that they woke him up in the middle of the night, and certainly could call the police on them. It's harassment, and I guess trespass, because they really weren't going there for any lawful reason. But instead, he got his gun out and started shooting, and now he's going to pay the consequence. He'll do jail time. I don't care what state you're in. If you kill somebody in a shooting incident, you're going to do jail time. Now, when I heard the charges, they say unlawful use of a weapon to commit a felony and assault and so on and so forth. That sounds to me like stacking charges. You know, you take the same exact act and call it 5 or 6 different crimes. Sometimes that works, but usually the crimes, they merge them. So they only come out as one single issue or one crime, if you will. It's not this long list of charges. But if it is as the kids say it was, this guy's going to do some jail time. I can't imagine that they would let him off with just probation or otherwise, because a kid is dead. Now, again, Ding Dong Ditch was going on when I was a kid. It's like the bag of flaming poop trick. It's egging somebody's car. It's throwing toilet paper in the tree. But now it's taken on a whole new dimension, all these things, because everything has to be videotaped. Everybody wants to put something up on TikTok. It's a, can you top this? Let's have a prank a day. And unfortunately, this shows you that when you invade other people's lives, whether this guy was right or wrong to shoot, it sounds like he had no basis, there are consequences, legal and otherwise. And this is the most grave consequence you can find, is to get shot to death. We've already seen other videos where pranksters got shot. And I will not be surprised if we see more, because people do not want to become part of your crew, your cast for your video. And here's a guy who took a prankster's life. So let's hope this doesn't happen again, but of course we know it will. I hope you enjoyed the video, folks. I hope you learned something, and I hope you hit like, subscribe, and please come back and leave your comments too. I hope to see you next time. Always a pleasure. Dave Epstein signing off for Post Pollock.